real conversations for real people about God, life, love, family, and more with your host, relationship expert, the Seymours.
For real talk, let's have a conversation. Let's talk about God, life, love, family. For real talk.
And now, the gentleman, Elvis, and the love doctor, Adelia Seymour.
Wow, Evlis, you think this chair can hold both of us?
Oh, it sure can. If it can, I can.
Good evening, everyone. Well, it's time for real talk for real people with real situations. And you cannot be healed in your situation if you cannot get what? Real. You have to be real in order to be healed. We're here this evening to Seymours. And we seeing more today. We're thanking God for all of our audience, those of you that was looking forward to looking for us to coming in tonight. I am so excited about what God has done and is still doing for the Seymours.
That's right.
Listen, we don't know how we're going to do this tonight, but it sure feel good sitting in Evlis' lap. I told him I don't want to break his leg, but you know, sometimes you have to get close together and just pick up your phones, call your friend, let's do some sharing. Tell your friends it's holiday time. If you can see, changed up our scene a little bit. And we just want to be a blessing to your marriage, to your relationship, however it goes. This is the holiday time, so why don't you get in the holiday mood? Love each other. Do some things you've never done before. Do some conversations that you've never had before. But let's bring some changes into the atmosphere. Evlis, what are you thinking tonight?
It is awesome. It is awesome. Love is in the air. Christmas is here. And the New Year's is coming up. And I'm telling you, it's been a wonderful Christmas. Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year that's coming up. And we're just looking forward to it. And you guys are in for a treat tonight. I'm telling you, you are in for a treat. The love doctor is back. She is here.
Well, I enjoyed my Christmas. Listen, ladies. Payday. Somebody said we have to get paid sometime. We don't want to just wait until Christmas to get paid, but it's a good time to get paid. And my husband really celebrated on Christmas. We had done other people, all of the family members and the children and the family and the community. And I was first and I was last, but I was really blessed. So Evlis, thank you. This is all you like to do. Can you ever not do it?
You're irresistible.
See. Okay, come on. Listen, tonight if I would talk about something, I want to take just a few minutes to give some of my notes, and that's the 7 keys of a successful marriage. And I'm not going to have Bible study here tonight, but I just want to give you 7 keys of a successful marriage. And one of the keys is keep Christ as the center of your marriage. Keep Christ as the center of your relationship. Remember, there are 7 successful keys that's going to cause your marriage to remain successful and keep in love in the marriage. The second thing is mutual edification. That's what we build up each other. He builds me up, I build him up. I tell him how handsome he is. He always tells me how beautiful I am. I tell him how fine he is. And I keep my hands to myself. But he tells me how fine I am. So we have to keep each other.
And you keep your hands where?
Now see,
I'm
trying to do it right tonight, right? I'm really trying to do it right. I'm trying to give my 7 keys of a successful marriage, and you want to know where I keep my hands.
I want to know. You all see where she's sitting, right? So I just want to know where she keeps her
He was
hands.
just so irresistible. I mean, listen. I'm trying to do this show, and see, he won't let me do it because he's been so irresistible. You know, he's so charming. And you say, well, do y'all ever get mad? Of course. that's a part of love making. That's a part of making. It's the part when I get aggravated with him. But he's still my friend. He's still my friend. He's my partner. He's my lover. Yeah, you know, he's my friend. And so.
The songwriter said unforgettable.
Oh, I sung that to you. Oh, my God. Yeah, but you changed my life so much. And I thank God for it. He changed my life so much.
Well, you changed mine.
But you changed mine first.
Well, that's good.
I was trying to preach. I was trying to be a preacher.
Share on Facebook at Dr. Adelia Seymour and at YouTube at Dr. Adelia Seymour. Let someone know. Subscribe, share, let someone know that I love that.
And I believe in that. Love heals you. Love is one of the most powerful healing source that anyone can have. Love carries power. Love carries strength. Yes. And when your spouse, God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, love, and of a sound mind. So once there is love in that relationship, whether it be marriage or just friendship, things begin to change. So we want to put love in the air. Another successful key, the third key, is in a successful marriage, and I want y'all to remember this, is accepting your compliment. Evlis is my compliment. I am Evlis' compliment. I compliment Evlis. Evlis compliments me. Accepting means I can accept the good and the bad. And that's the things that I had. I wrote me some love. Tell me to slow down, Adelia.
Slow down, Adelia.
Thank you, Evlis. Love supersedes inclinations. Love supersedes financial struggles. Love supersedes faults. And love supersedes failures. So when you love each other, then you can compliment because you can look past their faults and see the love that you have for them. But when you're not in love or loving your spouse or your mate, then the love is taken out of it, and all you can do now is downsize each one all the time. Well, you know you're not this, you know you're not that. But what we had to learn, Evlis and I learned to compliment each other every day. From the moment that we wake up, we learn to compliment. I love Evlis' feet. I think Evlis has the most prettiest feet I've ever seen. So I tell him, I say, baby, I would make him just pull off your socks and walk around without shoes on so I can observe your feet, and his feet are always beautiful and clean. So when was the last time you told your husband you love his feet? Now, I ain't say I'm doing all the freaky stuff with the feet. But it would be within, it would be all right if that was what I chose to do, because it's legal. But that's the third thing, accepting your compliment. What do you think, Evlis, about that?
That is so wonderful, accepting your compliment.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And I love when you compliment me.
I bet you do.
I sure do. And you just be looking good yourself.
All day long?
All day long. I just be riding and looking.
And lusting.
Riding and looking.
And lusting.
Let's go home. Let's go home.
That's what he be saying all day long. I got to do. I be trying to keep him saved. The fourth thing is willing to change. And that's one of the questions that's always asked to me. To make your marriage a successful marriage, you both have to compromise and be willing to change for the better of your spouse. If he's not liking something and she's not liking something, be willing to change. You say, well, how much or how far do I change? I can't tell you that because I don't know what the change would be. But if he's asking you to change your wardrobe, the way that you're dressing, or if you want him to change the way that he wears hair. As a matter of fact, whenever I first got married, he didn't have a beard nor a mustache. Oh my God. Oh my God. Just simple, plain Jane. Well, I just could not accept it. I took him to the barber.
Yes, she did.
And I told him, I said, this is how we gonna do this. We gonna cut it like this and make him a fake mustache. Y'all, okay, don't act like you don't know. But I had to give him the look that I wanted him to have. But he was accepting and he was willing to change his look to accept, I guess, just to make me happy. And it would be fun sitting in the barber shop.
Sure
We would also have fun sitting in there until all of the barbers got to know. Evlis' wife was coming with him. What you think about this, Miss Seymour? What you I said, now cut it a little bit like this and get it like that. So let me say this. I created I would call that controlling. What you call it?
I bet, well, so be it.
He said, well, so be it. And Evans, we've been doing that for 9 years now.
We've been doing that for 9 years. One of the things about we conversate, we have conversation, and that's one of the first things in accepting the change. Don't be afraid to have the conversation with the person. Tell them what you don't like. Let them know what you do like, and tell them what you have the conversation. Don't keep it to yourself and then get upset about it, then create a bigger problem. Let the person, him or her, know what you do not like, so that the change can come, and find out what they don't like about you at the same time. So now both of y'all can compromise and change and complement each other.
That's when you really compliment your spouse. It's when you're able to communicate. That's number 5. That's number 5 on the 7 keys to a successful marriage, is keeping the communication line open.
That's so
and when
important.
you shut down and say, well, I just didn't want to say nothing, I just didn't want to argue about it, that devil is a lie. We're going to talk.
Yes.
We're going to communicate. Evans will tell you, I believe in conversation. As a matter of fact, before I came down the aisle, before I came down the aisle, yes, that's what happened. But I had to tell, we had to talk.
Yes.
And I told him all about me. He told me all about him. But one thing that I did not talk to Evans about was none of my past relationships.
That's right.
Because I did not want my past relationships coming into my new relationship. And I didn't ask him about his past relationships because it was unnecessary. We was learning each other and developing each other as we went along. We learned the most valuable tool that Evans and I had in our, even when we were dating each other, was communication.
Yes.
We had a lot of conversations. I told him about how I was about money, vehicles, my lifestyle, my clothing, my home. I told him I made sure that we knew about each other. Right. And so conversation and communication was very, very valuable. And then even with sex, I wasn't ready yet before we got married to get engaged into a lot of activity. And I'll tell you the reason. I wanted to know if I liked this Negro from conversation before we ever made it to the bed. Because the bedroom can fool you. The trickery is in the bedroom. And I teach this. A lot of us, we fall in love with the sex and not in love with the conversation. But I had to learn to fall in love with the conversation, because if he could reach my heart, he could reach me. So let me know that you got common sense, that you know how to conversate and communicate. And that is so vital. That's number 5. We talked about finances. We talked about my children.
Yes.
We talked about, finally, when my husband met me, he did not know I was an apostle or pastor. I was saved, I was sanctified, until about a month later. Because in the beginning of our getting acquainted, I had to know him without him knowing that I was a saved, Holy Ghost-filled woman. I had to know that I knew how to conversate without talking about church. Y'all ain't gonna agree with me on that.
That's good.
But it's 9 years later now. He didn't, and you know how we end up talking about church? One conversation, he called me one morning and said to me about the lady that raised him or he stayed with in his early days. He said, whatever her name was, he said, and I was going to this apostolic church. I said, what? Oh, he just opened the door. I'm thinking, walk in this baby now. You know, I had never told him, you know. So when he brought it up that morning, it was about a month later, and when he brought up about I think he was trying to put something on me, you know, let me know he knew God. You know, he said, no, yes I am, boo. Matter of fact, let me come on and show you what I'm having my church. That's how that really went.
No.
Daddy.
She took me to the back door of her church. Don't get up, don't run now. You know I was gonna tell you. She brought me to the back door of her church, never invite me in. I was like, oh my God, she doesn't want to take me to the back door.
That was all you needed.
She took me to the back door of the church, never invite me in. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. People wouldn't believe that this really happened. I was testing this Negro because I wanted to know what I was getting, was it real or not. I didn't need nobody to tell me. I needed to know for myself. And then with him being Jamaican, that I had 10 children. Yeah, boo, I got 10 children, 70-something grandkids. It was a minute before he ever thought that. But I needed to know that this man have common sense to know how to conversate with a street woman, saved and sanctified, Holy Ghost filled, apostolic woman of God. I had to know that he knew how to have a conversation. And my main target was, I've got to take this man around my leader. I've got to introduce this man to great men and women of God. Does he have enough common knowledge to know how to address and carry himself around my leaders? So if I would have warned him first, then he would have known how to prepare himself for certain experience. Thank you, baby, for certain occasions. So it was a good experience. So women, you out there that's trying to do it a certain kind of way, that's why I tell you all to inbox me, call me, and let's do this thing the right way so that it will last. You don't want to just do something quick, fast, and in a hurry, and it does not work. Now, I did test drive before I said I do. I had to test drive maybe one time to find out that, you know, if it was going to be really the good hookup or not, you know, because, you know, I'm still full of soul. I had to make sure. Let me make sure. Right?
So let's find out what happened.
I ain't telling you that. You being nasty.
See, she's still right here. Yours, you were
No, you
tonight,
wait.
right?
Okay, but you still here too.
I
bet.
It's called Mississippi.
Evlis, if you now we gotta slow down. People are listening to us.
If you have a question, put it. Go ahead, give them the number, Dr. Seymour. Call in.
Please call us.
Let us hear what's on your heart.
Yeah.
Give them the number, Dr. Seymour.
Well, let first go to Doc. First, I need you all to hit share on your phone. Is it on your phone?
Yes.
Hit share and tell these people to love Doctor. That's what they call me, but I don't call myself that. I call myself just somebody, Dr. Seymour, whatever you want to call me. But hit share, and whatever they didn't get in on, let them hear it. Let them come back and get it later. Because I really like to deal with pastors' wives that don't know how to become and stop that man from sleeping with everything in the church, outside of the church, going to the strip club, buying the coochie, from being what you need, from being all of the other stuff. Listen, if he wasn't at home with you for Christmas, boo, he was with the one that he loved, and you ain't the one that he loved. I tried to tell this to some people before. Men don't leave home for Christmas and got a family, a wife and children. Or he take his wife and children with him. Now, you ain't gonna agree with me. That's why you need to call me. 833-372-7911. 833-372-7911. Call the relationship hotline. 833 372-7911 or Facebook, Dr. Adelia Seymour, YouTube, Dr. Adelia Seymour. Share and like. Call your friends, call your neighbors, and tell them, Dr. Seymour. Yes, I'm here. I am here, but I love you all. I want you to know I take this time out because I really love you all, and I am concerned about your relationships,
Yes.
about your life. What are you going to do for 21? Of my testimonies, but because of my experience, I'm coming to you in your homes, in your automobile, wherever you are, just to enlighten you that it can happen for you just like it happened for me. Listen, that's Dr. Seymour, and I think they're getting ready. They want me to answer some questions real quick before I give you number 6 and number 7 of the 7 keys to a successful marriage. Thank you.
Dr. Seymour, is it wrong to be with someone, I'm sorry, let me start it over. Is it wrong to be somewhat worried when you're in a long distance relationship that your significant other may be dishonest or may be cheating?
Is it wrong to
Worry.
No, it's not wrong to worry. But who's to say that that's your significant other if you all are long distance? I mean, I need to know when you're long distance, what is bringing you all together? What is keeping the relationship together? Because it's not safe. It's not safe for a certain length of time for him to be by himself or for her to be by himself. This is what I had a pastor's wife. That I don't like the first lady word, but you all call it, but you got to find out that's not scripture. But I had a pastor's wife that inboxed me last week and said that her husband liked to take business trips by himself, and she can't never go with him. And I told her that devil is a lie. I said, why is he always going somewhere and you're not invited? She said, well, he tells me to stay at home. They don't have any children, but yet he's taking these trips and leaving you alone. That's not healthy. The wife is supposed to be his friend, his lover. You can help serve your husband. Serve him his tea, serve him his water. Stop just sitting on the front row with handcuffs on your hand.
That's good.
They have imprisoned first ladies. And you're sitting there, if you be honest, those that's listening, and you're first lady, you have handcuffs on your hands. You're not even making your own husband's coffee on Sunday morning. And you're allowing other females to serve your husband. Don't you think it's time for you to get a job in the church? Whatever you call them, whatever. Be his nurse. You can be his minister and be his nurse. But you need to come off that front row and find something to do. What your hands can find to do, do it. Okay, next question. I'm not trying to make enemies. I'm trying to help your marriage.
Dr. Seymour, I've been in a relationship with this guy for about a year now, and marriage is in the near future. We are both very...
So has he proposed, I wonder? Because she says, man, this female apparently, she said marriage is in the future. In the picture, marriage is where?
In the near future.
Right, has he proposed? So she was, the question should have been, I am his fiance. See, I have an ear to hear. So I didn't hear that the female said, and I am his fiance. So somebody gonna say, well, she cut off because I had to put this place. I want whoever wrote in the question to understand when you're writing Dr. Seymour, so you ain't dealing with the play folk, now you're dealing with reality. So you did not say that you are his fiance. Now finish the question.
We are both very active in 2 different ministries.
Oh, God Almighty. Trouble. Because if you're in my ministry, he got to be ready to marry a lady. Because she's so educated on real marital life. So now you got to know if he's ready, or he got to know if he's ready to marry someone in Dr. Seymour's ministry. Read the question.
Should I leave my church to join his, or should it be the other way around?
Well, now, we're going to know this. Because if they're sexually involved, nobody got to wonder. Because if she's sitting under Dr. Seymour's ministry, he's coming here. Because I teach these women how to cook homemade cornbread and not Jiffy Mix. You'll catch that in the aftermath. Amen. I teach these women how to use an oven instead of a microwave. You don't want a microwave woman. You want an oven, a lady that knows she cook bread on 375 and not on 30 seconds in the microwave. Are you talking to me? So I don't have to wonder if she's a part of my ministry. Men, look out, because I am educating these sisters on how to be a soul mate to their life mate woman. Question.
Dr. Seymour, what are men looking for in a woman that they want to marry?
Dr. Seymour. Evans, you answer that. Wait a minute. Wait. Move. Now you tell. So I think I need to let him. How many agree with me? He needs to answer that. Tell them what they look. No. See, you tell them what they looking for. Nope, not. Tell them.
Well, a good conversation. Dr. Seymour was just breaking it down. You always need communication. Good communication, a good conversation. And that's that. She think I should have a feather, right? I didn't make it home yet. Give us a minute.
You know, when I came down that aisle, I had feathers on my eyes, remember? They said, I wish he'd stop laughing and get serious. Okay. They didn't say that, but I'm serious.
But a good conversation is different from the beauty. The attraction is always going to be in the eyes. The eyes catch a good attraction, and it pulls you to the person that you see. And something about that person, the way they walk, the way they look, the way they hear, something pull you. Now you have to know the substance of the person. And conversation is going to let you find out if you want to take the next level or go to the next level with that person. And the streetology in Dr. Seymour is what got my attention. Because I was out there, I was doing my thing, but the streetology in her is what got my, every time. She had a language.
I knew his tricks.
She had a language.
I knew that there was more than one woman.
She had a language.
I knew that he would call me in the morning. I just wanted to hear your voice.
She had a language.
I said, you've heard my voice, now what else?
She was a grown woman.
Grown woman.
And every time she went in that toolbox, it made me have to dig deeper and go deeper in my toolbox. Because she had a language, and
he ran out of tools.
She's feeling good tonight, I'm telling you. That's awesome. That is so awesome.
I didn't run out of tools.
I know you
I
did.
didn't. I didn't run
you
out.
Still have more
Let me
tools.
tell you what he did. And then we're getting ready for the questions, and we're going on further. I didn't run out of tools. He took me straight to the, you didn't tell me just peace. He went to Baton Rouge and asked my apostle for my hand in marriage. I didn't run. Dr. Lloyd Benson Sr. Yes, he did. Evlis drove me all the way to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and sitting at the dinner table and said, Dr. Benson, if you, I know you, I'd like to ask you, sir.
For your daughter hand in marriage.
Yes, he did. Women, it'll work. Positive conversation, communication.
Yes.
Less sex. If he haven't put his name on it yet, it's not his. It still belongs to you. You've got to take charge of your garden. And when you don't allow your garden to stay in place, allow your mouth to be your conversation. If you can't win him in conversation and communication, you've already lost. Arguing, keeping up with him, putting all your business on Facebook, that is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. Everybody know everything, what you cook. They know everywhere you go. They know every visitation, They know all the people you're communicating with. That's the wrong way for a grown woman. Some of you need to get off Facebook sometime and give yourself a breather because you put too much of your business out on the street.
Upset with my husband if he decides without me to pick up his ex-wife, which already has a problem.
Oh, girl, you ain't. Oh, see. Now I'm finna move. I'm finna lose it. Preachers, please don't give up on me, preachers. If I got any preachers out there, don't give. But y'all know darn well Dr. Seymour finna act up. Is that Negro doing what? Hell no! Let that Negro go get that. Read that. Listen, sanctified folk. Come back, because you ain't gave me no money no way. So stay on, come on.
Am I wrong for getting upset with my husband because he decides without me to pick up his ex-wife, which already has a problem with me because she is broke down?
Broke what down? You just said broke down. You didn't say her vehicle. You didn't say her vehicle broke down. You said she was broke. Don't correct it. You already put it out there. Broke down. Who? Broke down because the man them left her. The other man them left her. She broke down and get saved. Wait. Watch this, YouTube. Watch this, faithful. Shama. I'm praying for myself. Y'all know darn well. And he came back home to you after he went and picked her up. After somebody broke her down. When I hear broke down from another female and you don't the last man she was with, that's what I call broke down. They might not listen to me, name money. That's what I call broke down. I know darn well. And then he went back home to his wife. Wife, is you dumb, stupid, or crazy? You ain't in my church. You in the church across the street. Because your husband went and picked her up and he was able to come back home. Oh, it's some more of that. I see this girl standing there saying,
Go ahead, Dr. Seymour.
I done had a fit already, ain't it? It's like they told me Evlis went and picked down his leg while they broke down. I'm going to find some mace. No, yes, you, baby. I'm sorry, I'm bringing it in now. I felt the prayers of the righteous out there. The prayers of the righteous is saying, calm down, Dr. Seymour. Calm down, Dr. Seymour. Don't pray too hard, because if I calm down too much, you ain't gonna like that one. So don't pray too hard. Listen, I know that Negro didn't do that. I'm trying to talk religious now, right? No. He went and picked her up because she was broke down.
Inbox Dr. Seymour.
Oh, now see, they want me to let you inbox me.
There you go.
Inbox. I'm bringing it in. I'm talking now like you know. Okay. Inbox Dr. Adelia Seymour. Oh, inbox Dr. Adelia Seymour. And watch me, Seymour on Facebook.
That's Facebook Messenger.
Oh, well, thank you. Where you see that at? Oh, at Seymour on Facebook Messenger. I love it. I love it. But you know, when you get the proper soulmate in your life, it causes this kind of experience. This is natural. When your proper soulmate comes into your life, it fulfills everything about your life. It makes sickness flee. Pain have to loose your body. There are things, diseases can't live where proper love is.
Amen.
The fear that's in you cannot live when there's proper love. Anxiety cannot be a part of who you are when you're being loved proper. Women, listen to me. When you're being loved right, it changes everything about who you are. I told you I was bringing it back in. Some of them apostolic preachers been praying, Lord, 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 please slow it down. Because I got about 2 or 3 of y'all in trouble when I was talking about that stuff. Okay, one more question. I'm getting ready to go. Why? I hope that wife got that answer though. Cause listen, I wish I knew who she was. Okay, question.
before the question, we want to thank all of our viewers. Go ahead.
He just sitting there correcting me. Why don't you thank him?
Go ahead.
He just corrected me. Okay. Merry Christmas to all of our viewers. We want you all, especially family and friends, my friends from Texas. I have family members in Texas. I have a ministry in West Palm Beach, Florida. I have some followers in Meridian, Mississippi. Yes. I have some followers in Alabama.
Some followers in Jamaica.
Some followers in Evlis family in Jamaica. In Fayetteville, Georgia, the Wisdom Center. We love the Wisdom Center. I ain't giving you up for nothing. Question.
Dr. Seymour, should I be open to dating outside of my race?
Oh yes, oh yes. I have a good one there in case you ain't you singer and you nice looking decent lady. I have a nice man here that I would like to introduce you to. He been single about 5-6 years. He need a wife. So come by the Wisdom. All y'all single women that look. You know, I got. So, you know, I ain't scared to put it out there like, you know, some of them leaders are. I got some women over here that need a husband. I got some men over here that need a wife. I do. I challenge you. Come meet Dr. Seymour. Come meet my team. My husband want to get this out the way. Do it, boo. My friend.
If Dr. Seymour has been a blessing to you, do not rob yourself. If she says something that has blessed your life, that has blessed your soul, that has changed something about your relationship, that's a kingdom principle, and that is the reason we are where we are today, because we believe in the kingdom principle. And Dr. Seymour, that's one thing that she taught, she teach very strongly, is taking care of her leader. So if she's been a blessing to you, sow into what you're learning, sow into what you're hearing, sow into where you're going. Sow into where you're going. Again, it's Cash App $ EA Seymour. Cash App $ EA Seymour.
Evans, I think they sent me a note up here and said we've had 37. Is that 1,000?
That's right.
37,000 viewers on Facebook. We had 3,000 viewers on YouTube. I say that again. 37.2 thousand viewers on Facebook and 3.4 thousand viewers on YouTube. If some of you all would just stop and send $10 in, we want to make this even larger. We want to do greater things. In 21, we're coming to you in a whole different way. We're going to bring different scenes. We're going to be in different areas. We're building a studio. I want to save your relationship. I want to help your marriage. I don't care. It doesn't matter. And I want to leave a tip tonight. Go home tonight and do something you've never done. This is the holiday. Put on some good Luther Vandross. You will not go to hell. Light you some good smelling candles, Fruit Loop candles, vanilla, sugar, vanilla. Light your candle. Put the candles around the tub. Don't take a shower tonight. Call him in there with your nice cool glass of mimosa or a nice sip of wine. First ladies, I'm talking to you. And let's do something. Rape him tonight. Rape him before New Year. Show your husband that you can be the freak that he married 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago. Change the atmosphere in your bedroom. Put something different on the TV than what you've been watching all the time. Make love to him. Don't wait until he tries you. You rape him. Wake up in the morning and do something you've never done before to him. These are just tips. Make that man, if he's a preacher, want to preach like he never preached before. If she's a preacher husband, make her preach like she ain't never preached before. And then she'll be calm in all things that she do. Women preachers, we get emotional. But if you got the right husband that knows how to conversate and make love to your mind, he can ease all of that tension that you're under. You gonna say you're not under tension and stress, but I beg to differ. Yes, you are. You need someone to relieve that pressure, and you need loving to your most innermost inward parts. There are no questions before we get ready.
So, Dr. Seymour,
I'm scared of you.
what you said you're going to do tonight?
I didn't say I the street side of it.
Question.
Dr. Seymour, is there a certain time frame that
Well, Evlis and I met. I want to believe I was at the red light at 45th Street and Military, not Military, 45th Street and not Australian. Was it Australian? I was at the red light going about my business, and I was not in the Bentley now. So nobody thinking because I was in a Bentley. No, I was in a Land Rover. And I had just come out of a bad relationship, so I was in sabbatical. In the leading from my apostle, he said, Dr. Seymour,
45th in Australia.
oh, okay, 45th in Australian. But he told me I need to go on sabbatical. So at that time, I was in sabbatical. Sabbatical means isolation somewhat. And that's what I was doing. And I pulled up on the side of my vehicle and just kept blowing, and I was really ignoring it because, you know, you don't want to do something out of your, I was vulnerable at that time, so, but anyway, it was in February. And I think about 2 or 3 months or something like that, after conversation and communication, then I finally invited him to my building inside services. I was ashamed to preach the first time that he came, I ain't gonna lie. And after that, he surprised me and walked up and asked could he say something in the church. And I said, oh Lord, what this man fixing to say? I didn't know what in the world he was fixing to say. He walked up on the pulpit and said, I would like to ask you for your hand in marriage. I fell to the floor. Because he asked me in front of everybody instead of asking me in our privacy. He asked me would I marry him. And all of my children that was there, Aaron, Amy, and Tone, all of them there, the hollow started screaming, yeah! They were really glad to get me out of their hair because everywhere Amy went during that time, Amy would say, Mama, sometimes you need to stay at home and let me go by myself. I said, well, y'all need, I can't because I ain't got nobody. And so that's how it went. And so when he proposed to me, I think in February, we was married. We went to visit my apostle. My apostle finalized it, and then we got married November 26th.
Yes, we
2011.
did. Yes, we did.
So it's never too soon. You can get married the next month. You marry and it's not necessarily that he has to propose. If you think for you to make some conversation, make a move. Don't let somebody else snatch him if you think that this is the right man for you. Well, listen, I think that's it for the questions tonight. They running up here. There's not another question. I've enjoyed you all, and I think what I'll do next Monday night is bring us the last 2 7 parts of this show. Thank you, Amber. Thank you, Amber. Wow. My goodness. Thank you, Amber. Amen. Seeds are coming in. Thank you. I love it. I love you. I love you all. I thank God for you all. And I'm praying for some restorations in some of you all's marriages and relationships. I am praying for rejuvenation in some of you all marriages and relationships. I'm praying for romance.
Yes.
Women love to be romanced and men love sex. Romance the lady that she can make love to you. Listen, I am praying. The main thing that I'm really focusing on is restoration, that God would renew that first love that you had when you all first came together intimately. Go back to the very first time that you all a fantasy. Bring fantasy into your marriage. Bring fantasy into your relationship. Do something out of the ordinary. I said one time, sit in the back seat of the vehicle and have a lovely conversation and see what it does for you. Do something. Get the profanity out of your bedroom. Take the profanity. Take the arguments out of your bedroom. Right. Don't argue in your bedroom. Go in the backyard and let the wind take it. You can't have that, your prayer altar, and then the bad stuff in there. And something else, women and men, especially women pastors. Your bedroom is not your prayer altar if you're a husband. Your bedroom, find another sacred room in your home to make your prayer altar, like your living room or your den when no one else is there, or go into your prayer closet. If you notice, the scripture never said your bedroom. The prayer altar was always a secluded place. Take that Bible out of that bedroom and bring the love making back to where it needs to be. We've gotten so complacent, and that's why he's going to the strip clubs. That's why he's buying the prostitutes, because the love making has came out of the bedroom. My time is up. I'm getting ready to go. My 5 minutes up. I love you all. Until next Monday night at 8 o'clock, I love you all. Merry Christmas. And Evlis and I are praying that you all have a happy and a victorious. I think you're bringing me to call this person's name out. No, I can't see without Rita. Oh my God, Rita, who in the world are you? Hey man, this person really so. Thank you, Rita. Thank you. I better not call your last name because your pastor might hear this or someone else might hear it. But I thank God for Rita. I thank God. I have another one on here. Evangelia, Keandria, Georgia. Thank you all. Listen, I'm praying for you. And God answers and honors my prayer. I'd like to leave the favor of God upon your life, that you prosper and be in good health. In Jesus' name, go and make love to your husband. I'm out of here.
Thank you for tuning in to For Real Talk Live with the gentleman, Evlis, and the love doctor, Adelia Seymour. Please be sure to send in your relationship questions. Also follow Dr. Adelia Seymour on all social media networks. Tune in every Monday night at 8 p.m. to For Real Talk Live.
For real talk, let's have a conversation. Let's talk about God, life, love, family. For real talk, for real talk.